Alright, so she's up. I don't know if she's going to get her stuff ready, but I have to put another contact in my eye because they were hurt so bad that even though I just put them in this morning, I rubbed one out. That doesn't sound good. That one's in. The left eye's in. Right eye's definitely out. And oh gosh, this is also one of my fears, messing up. So I made the big brained move to try and get contacts for cheap. So what I did was I had used dailies in the past, and I could use them for leave them in for 2 weeks, didn't bother my eyes, it was fine. And then finally, it did affect my eyes, or whatever. Anyways, so I was like, oh, so instead of buying the weeklies or monthlies or whatever they are, I will get the dailies and I'll just use them for a month. That these boxes should last forever. So I did that, and I don't know if they just gave me this one choice, but I think these are definitely different than the ones I had before. And the problem with that is or maybe they gave me a couple options and I just picked these because they were the cheapest, but I'm pretty sure this is what my prescription called for. He did. And they are awful. Apparently contacts stay good for 4 years, or 5 years or something, and these ones have, I guess, run out into 2023. I guess they were made in 18, and I'm only using them until I get glasses in the mail. I had to order some cheap glasses from Firmo because I lost mine. Okay, I'm gonna sling this contact in my eye real quick. Get the squirmies out here. Anybody who contacts know the squirmy things in your eye. And of course, I did not, just like my body, I did not take care of my eyes for a very long time. Literally just staying alive was all I could handle for a long time. And I know that probably sounds crazy, I didn't care about anything besides just trying to stay alive. Obviously I cared about my other people, I just didn't care about myself. So, but I made it. I'm still here. I am morbidly obese, and hopefully it doesn't kill me. And hopefully I can lose the weight on this journey that is called Nate's Couch, Nate's Life. Because it's like life or death. I used to keep gaining weight. Number one, I can barely fit in cars. I can barely get out of bed, and I'm only 400 and something probably. I couldn't imagine being 600 pounds. And I can't imagine that I got to that. I've never been this big in my life. Alright, I'm going to put this bad chicken in. My shirts that are really big are belly shirts. You can see my gut sticking out of the bottom, and it's just not attractive. I mean, not that I care about looks or any of that stuff. I'm not, I have a partner. I'm not trying to look, it'd be nice to look good for her. I'm sure she winces when she looks at me naked. Ugh. Whatever. It is what it is. I wince myself. Alright. So I got it the right way. I don't see any hairs. Or if I threw a contact over my lens on my phone. Alright, but I gotta put it in my right eye. And I have to use... Alright. Come on. Oh. There we go. Suck to it. Yeah. It was right on my eye, and then it just pops out. I gotta move my eye around a little bit. Okay, don't get it dirty. For some reason I have a lot less of these right eyes than I do left. So, oh my gosh, did I start a new video over? I think I did. I have something in there. Hair, dirt, squiggly. sure what it is. I'm trying to drown it. Okay. Now I'm going to take this crappy little lens on this dirty sink. I'm going to give her a little bit because I know it's dirty by now, or it's going to sting. Okay, then I have the problem of it being too wet, not wanting to leave my finger. Okay, and then I have the problem of doing this and then getting hair or dust in it, and then it hurting my eye. And then I have the final issue. It also loses its concavity or whatever. I'm pretty sure that's the right way. I'm pretty sure if I did it the other way, it would look really silly. Of course, they can only go in one way. Alright, I can't. Alright, I gotta lose this band-aid because it got, like, hair. Like, stuff. Okay, let me see if I can get this in this time. Once it's in, move your eye around while you slowly move your eye around, then you slowly close your eyelids and you're in. Now you wait for the squiggly to come to the middle. Look at my gut just hanging out like I am really a fat, sad sack of piece of shit. But you know, it's one thing at a time, and I can do it, and I'm going to do it, and I'm gonna do it on the internet, and I'm gonna try to help others, and I have to do it. It's life or death. I gotta do it. I'm gonna lose enough weight where I think hopefully I can stop sweating profusely. That would be sweet. First I gotta sadly take my mom home because that's what her wishes are. Even her dying, I'm like, Mom, what if you go home and like, you know, whatever, who knows what will happen the next couple days. Like, you've been pretty weak. Like, you don't want to die alone. Like, why wouldn't you just stay up here where you have 3 people that care about you? Like, yeah, we don't all hang out for 4 hours a night and stuff, but when you work at Ben & Jerry's, you literally work and sleep, especially third shift. That's what you do. And they're going to be changing to 12-hour shift soon. Like, I'm sorry that Betsy isn't overly, but the funny thing is Betsy, you're here at our house, spend all the nights you want, live here until you die, and and Betsy spent the night at hospice with you, right? I think she took the night off of work that night because they said she was dying, so she was there for me and spent time with my mom. Nick spent a lot of nights there with me at hospice, the rest of the house. You know who hasn't spent a single night at hospice? I'll give you one guess. It rhymes with Diester. Camber. My sister, Amber. Yes, that's correct. So, she hasn't done those things, but my mom thinks Betsy has a problem with her. My mom has not slept at my sister's new house, trailer, whatever you want to call it, her facility building, and she didn't even know what apartment my sister lived in before that, after she moved out of her house for not paying anything for a year and a half, 2 years, verbally abusing my mother daily, because I don't know if you'll ever see a video of my sister, but she is loud, and I don't know if it's autistic or like what she has came before autism, but there's something there, and like it's definitely there. It's definitely real. And then she's so cheap, like so cheap. I could just tell stories forever. And she, like, I remember one time she told my mom, yeah, I got you this bag of, I don't know, it's cat litter or something. Yeah, it's $20, so my mom has to pay her and this and that. And I'm like, oh yeah, and then blah, blah, and that came up, and my mom's like, yeah, it's 20. I'm like, Mom, that's not $20. That's ridiculous. And she's like, really? Oh, I don't know. She said, whatever, maybe she rounded up. I went to the store. It was $1.14. And she tried to get to that's just stuff she'd do. And it's like, how do you sleep at night? I don't know. Apparently it doesn't bother her. Even when we thought she died, like we're at the hospital, and the chaplain's there, and she's crying. I'm like, Amber, just stop crying. You're making it worse. Like, oh, well, you're fine. I'm like, Amber, I came to reality with Mom dying a while ago. Like, I've been there. I've found her unresponsive. I've found her with her head in food. I've had to. It's hard, but you do it. I'm like, and I told you 6 to 8 months ago that you need to go spend time with her and nights with her, because when she dies, you're gonna hate yourself or regret it. And I said, and look where we are. Shut up. I don't need to hear this right now. And at the same time, she's like, nope, Mom doesn't want to be resuscitated. No, pull the plug. And it's like, Amber, just let Nick and Betsy get here to say goodbye, even though they had to do it on the phone. Betsy took the night off of work. Anyways, and then, of course, my mom woke up when I got in there. And then, so then, of course, the joke after was my sister was trying to pull the plug on my mom before she was even dead. But now my mom wants to go home to her place, which she's her own person, but it's so far away, and it's just so hot there, and it's just so, I'm just not going to be able to do what I did. Of course, I'll probably go still spend nights there, but I kind of want to make it where she is going to have to try to like come back here, or I'm going to have to buy 2 air conditioners for our house and just never get to see my family, I guess. That stinks. Anyways, alright, so I got my contact in. I'm going to gather her and her stuff. She wants to go home. I'm going to bring her. And it stinks because of the phone care thing. Like, she's not very good with her phone. She forgets the password number, even though I've taken it off. Like, if it asks for anything, like if you turn it off, you turn it on, you got to give one. If I say the password's 1111, she'll put in 1, 2, 3, 4, 9 times. That'll lock her out, and then she needs the PUC code. But I can't give her the PUC code because she can't make her get calls. So then I'm worried, okay, well, she's obviously down there dead because I haven't spoken to her in 2 days. Nobody's heard from her, whatever. So then I have to drive all the way down there, and she'll either be fine or, like, really out of it. And then I just worry. Okay, I keep my head just won't stop. It just won't. All right, so let's just do the all you can do, and that's all you can do. What is that? Is that cat puke? Did my cat... Is that cat puke? Now, I learned a lesson about socking stuff. Sometimes you sock it, like if I step on a Dorito, or if I spill a couple Doritos, I'll sock them up. Maybe they'll get crushed with my foot. And then maybe my sock will get cleaned when they get washed. But I have socked cat puke. And that looks like cat hair. It's not puke. Oh, it's... It was just a leaf. Okay. So my mom is either outside smoking a cigarette, which is funny, none of her cancer is lung related, but caught her washing that in our sink yesterday. It's like, why are you doing that in our sink? No big deal. I washed every dish in the sink really well. Alright, so I guess we can take the white car. Yep. When we get there, I can use those snippers I have to try to get at least that one bike that's locked to your part off. And then there is one more bike that's your property there. But the problem with that is I can't bring... I already have a few bikes. I want to get rid of a couple, actually, because there's bikes there. Betsy bought it for Kobe, and he's outgrown that. It's a little kid's bike, but instead of throwing it out, I'm going to put it... I did the last one with Nick's. I just put them on there and give them away. Somebody will take them. And then, for a couple years ago, Nick got a new bike, but she's just, I'll get him a bike. I'm like, yeah, but let's get him a good one. I have some in storage, blah, blah, blah. I need to say you got a Huffy or something. It's just like a waste of $140. Anyways, I'm going to bring that. I'll get that. That's one thing. I guess it's going to be hard because you're going to be there. And then slowly, I guess we'll try to get rid of some of your stuff. And whatever you want to do. I mean, I'm here to work with you.
Try to take a picture of it and put it on Facebook on that marketplace where I bought all of it.
Yeah. Yeah, you can do that. All right, so I just don't know exactly what stuff you need. So I don't know if you've gotten any of it ready.
In the house?
Yeah, your stuff.
Well, I haven't gotten it ready yet. No, I just thought of it.
Okay. Because you said you wanted to go home.
Yeah.
Okay, so to go home, we need your stuff. You can't leave your stuff here and then you go home.
I only got a book bag.
Yeah, I know, because you only had, okay, yeah. Well, you got the bag of meds, and then I just thought there was something else. Okay, now remember, we had to cancel and order you a new card because of Amber. Okay, so that's going to have to wait for that.
Did you say it was 6 days?
Something like that.
All right, is there any way possible that
I can give you cash, sure.
before then,
Yeah, I can give you cash. I give it to you now, but I don't want you to lose it before we go. So I just want to go. I want to try to get those things done. So I guess let's just try to get. You know what I mean? Like I gotta to get things done. I have to get this one done first, because if not, I will just like sit thinking about this one to get done, and I won't get anything else done. So if I can get this checked off, get back here, I can finish probably the plants, and I'll just go from there. I just gotta start checking things off. No, no plants here that are the ones that are the ones that I. Oh yeah, it wasn't. It was actually a giant weed, and you thought actually because it looked like corn, but no, I pulled it. Yeah, I pulled it. There was one there, but it was just a weed. No, they were all like not. I wouldn't call it woods, but they were in the tree line. Yeah. Anyways, okay. Oh, Guster. Meow. Hey, buddy. You always get so skinny in the summer because you're out here eating moles and mice like a jerk, batting them like they're toys until they succumb. My big raccoon. Huh? Bats. Oh, I don't know if he catches bats. Maybe. I don't know. I guess there might be bats up in those trees. I know there's definitely areas that do have a lot of bats around here. I know it's hard to see because they almost look like little birds sometimes. But I don't know. We might have bats. Well, the problem, yeah, the cats do. But, yeah, I know the cats. Sometimes they take off for a week or two. You think they're finally gone, and then they just show up. Yeah, well, yeah, and the bats have that like white nose disease or something. It's just like it's so bats and what are those things? Bees. It's like whatever's happening to the bats and the bees. I guess that, I don't know, it's not global warming, but it's definitely, I think, people related, and considering the bees pollinate the flowers and how it all works, it's just sad that all the bees are dying. Okay, so I will try to find your stuff, because I think you did I don't know, I'm just going to try. That's all I can do. I see you got that. I don't know. You're right. I don't know how much more you have, but what I'm going to do is go look. Okay, there's nothing here. I'm gonna have to take care of that table here. I just better just to get this done. Come back home, deal with some other stuff, get that done, and then I can work on that. You know, I just have to make a list and I have to stick with it, and I can't just keep going back and forth. Okay, so the stuff I'm talking about, I'll use this 1-800-QUITS bag. Okay, so she's got some of her pull-ups. Those aren't hers, that's Nick's sweater. That's the bottom to this bag thing. What is this? This is stuff from this is Vermont Discount. So I don't know if this is stuff that I think we might have bought with my mom. Did we buy this with my mom? Or is this stuff Betsy bought there? No, it's gotta be stuff she bought. Counterbalance is this. This is a pouch, Eco Silicone Mobile Pouch. Holds credit cards, driver's license. Cool, and that must have been something from, yeah, that was something from 1-800-QUITS. All this stuff is right here. I believe this is a cool little pen. Nope, that's from the medical center though. Okay, Northeastern Medical. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to put all our stuff in this blue bag. And then I'm keeping this pen, so I remember getting it. This thing that holds a credit card is kind of cool. Sticker that says, oh no, it's a magnet. I hate those tiny magnets, they're barely any good. And this is I think it's, oh, this one's Franklin Grand Isle, so yeah, this is mine. I think it's an ashtray. I think it's a portable ashtray, but if you quit smoking, you don't need it, which is fine, they're cheap. I guess like keep in your pocket, you want to put a butt out in it. It's really easy to butt out a cigarette and just put it in your pocket. Alright, I'm gonna keep this little thing though. I do find that pretty cool and unique, and even though I know she has plenty of pull-ups at her house, I'll give her those. And I don't think she has anything here. I'm trying to think if I have any food I bought for her that I should send her with. Because my sister had bought her food, but of course she only buys her $20, $30. You know, she buy her one of this, 2 yogurts, and it's like, you know, whatever. Anyways, said she had all this freezer food, but I know for a fact she only has a couple things. But once again, they are going to take care of it. They are going to do it. They got it. Thank you for all your help, Nate, and all your whatever, but we want to go home alone by ourselves, and we're gonna do fine, and I shouldn't worry. Okay, so that's what I'll do, and I won't worry. Try my best. Okay. You're not getting fed again, so don't cry. I just have to remember, Betsy keeps saying, you're a sucker. He gets you. That's why he meows. He knows you'll just keep feeding him every time, which is true. Well, he must be hungry, you know, poor little guy. But I'm a sucker, so I gotta stop that. So, okay.
And we want you to know that the Starbucks app is
That means she has 2 lighters. Just fine.
Okay. Then pick up your favorites.
Okay.
We can't wait to see you again.
Alright, I just gotta unplug your phone charger and then... Oh, hey, don't be going after him, Turbo. You leave your brother Gus alone. Sweet Guster boy. You leave him alone. Gus, I'd feed you some good food, but Turbo would just come over and take it over like a pirate. He'd just take your stuff right over. That's what he does. He's a pirate. So, now you're under there hiding in the pans. Okay, so what I've done is I went back. I got you this bag. I put your medicine bag in there and your medicine thing there. I got you. That's empty because Amber's got to fill it or something. And then I'm trying to.
I left a full one of these weeks ago.
Not weeks. Don't. Yeah, you maybe. I don't know. I know that you had. I've bought you 2 of them, and one of them. I don't know. The other one might be in the fridge. Because you asked for one. I think you had. I don't remember. I bought you one on our way up here when we came, and then you only drank a little bit of it. And then the other day you wanted one, and I got you one. Yeah, that was one of those. And then I gave it to you a second time because you still had it. But I think there's actually one in here. Yeah, there's one in here that has some in it too. It's cold, and yeah, maybe you could put them together or do something. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, this one's at least or you could have dumped it here, Mom. It's been cold. Like if you stop, dump. Never mind. All right. Okay. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't matter. I don't drink, so it's not like it matters to me. Also, I guess that's all. I mean, I can't definitely not buy you any more because I can't leave you at your house alone with alcohol. That never works out good. So you can drink that because that's about a full beer because it's half. Yeah, right. Those things are 2. Well, it's half full. Yeah, a little over half. So that's at least 12-ounce beer. 5%. Okay, so I'm just trying to think what else we need. I need the keys for the white car. I need to bring the nippers there to nip that, try to nip that lock off. If not, they're going to have to cut, the maintenance is going to have to cut it off with, gosh. Yeah, they're going to, I don't know. We'll figure it out. It's just one step at a time. Can't overthink it. Okay, so yeah, you don't have any, I was just trying to make sure I gather all your stuff because it's always like us to forget one little thing and then.
I left some laundry here.
Okay, you got I did the laundry, but I brought it in for you.
Blue shirt, a light blue shirt. I think it's in the basket here.
Tried to wash it again. Oh, I see. Okay, so okay, I'll get it. Yes. Okay, so it's right here. And that's the only thing you think you put of yours in here? Okay, so we got that. So we can put that in your blue, put that in your blue bag, and then you got your purse, and that's pretty much all of it. And then I guess you just remember the password to your phone is 1111 if it asks. Right? 1111.
What aspect of the phone?
Your big phone. If for some reason it like dies, or because it doesn't ever, the lights don't ever come off or whatever, and it asks for a password, you just hit 1111. But you shouldn't have to, because I made it so you don't have to enter codes.
Okay.
Okay, so
I gotta find that comment.
okay, you just had the phone. Now it's probably outside in this chair. Yeah, that's your charger for the phone that I bought you, the one that works. Yeah, the other one that doesn't work, that Amber got you and put a month's time on, honestly, like, I think she only said it was like $20-$30, but it might confuse you more than it's good. Yeah, having two phones might be confusing, actually. Yeah, because only one of them you need. Hey, don't bug him, Turbo. I see you. Hey, my eyes are on you. Gus, why don't you get him, bud? I remember you used to be quite the brute. Huh? Now you're all peaceful and stuff. You must have found the ayahuasca root. The ayahuasca root set him free. Okay, so I'm just, it's verbal garbage out of my mouth, pretty much. Okay, so I have to put we need your bucket for inside your porta potty. I know, you cleaned it last night. Okay, we're going to put that in the car. We're going to put this one, and this actually is funny because we had to throw out your other one because it was broke. Now this one's actually broke because it doesn't have its handle. I guess, should I bring your little thing here that I had up here for you too, your walk? This thing, or do you just want your stroll, I don't know what it's called. Your walker or this thing? You did or didn't? Okay, so I'll bring that. Okay. See it. R.I.P. baby mole. Okay, so I'm sure this video is way too long. Now my butt's hanging out. Happens every time I walk. I'm sure those neighbors that own that house have seen my ass at least 1,500 times. Still out. Okay, now this vehicle is a wreck because, once again, it's like you go from using one and then the other and then whatever, you go back and forth, and I can't open this one from the inside. You gotta roll down the window, stick your arm out, open the door, and then you can get out. Okay, all right, so I'll put this stuff back here. It would be great if it didn't look, oh yeah, I'm probably gonna take this one, but it's definitely not. The end of 420 was when it became outdated. So I have to look up that thing about the registration. Definitely doesn't have an inspection sticker, zero inspection, but it does have insurance. Okay. And then in theory, if I go up there and I can get that lock off that bike, I can put the bike in the back here, and that's one thing down. Million things to go. Okay. Yeah, I already put those in there because I already got rid of my car. That's right, I dropped my car off to the mechanic. Okay, so I'm pretty sure besides your blankets there, you got a couple of the blankets there. I think one of them's a quilt there. They give you pillow in the blanket. Okay, I'll go put that in the car. I have to look up one thing because they put a date out there, like, hey, the DMV's closed at a certain date, so your car doesn't legally need to be registered until then. I just got to make sure that date isn't gone by, because I don't want to get pulled over for having no inspection, no registration. I do have insurance, but no, I'm not going to call it DMV. I'm just going to look it up. I think it should be written. It should be somewhere. Okay, so I'm going to try to put the blanket in with her. I don't know, I'm not trying to okay. Because I carry it all in, might as well try to make it doable. I know, my door's open, so I'm gonna get yelled at for that, but I'm just trying to get all this shit out of here, actually, so. Okay, so Yeah, now you have pot pipes at home?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want it? I'll let you use that. You can have it. Sure, I'm not using it.
Really?
Yeah, I don't want you to like lose it, but you can have it, yeah. Yeah, just put it in your shit. I'll let you take that. It's big, it's green, it'll be easy for you to find. It's not, I mean, it's glass on the inside, but. Alright, so I'll put this in the car, then I gotta look up something. And then I guess I'll be good to bring you. We'll be all done. No, I'm gonna. Well, I mean, probably could, but her radiator. There's a couple of dents in there. I don't remember. Her radiator's leaking, so I don't want it to overheat and screw up her. That's the last thing we need is to have to replace. The head gasket or something like that. Like, so I'm gonna take a chance on this little girl right here. And yeah, I'm gonna try to take the white one. Like I said, not registered, not inspected, but whatever, you gotta do what you gotta do. Okay. Yeah, I should start a cab business. You know, the problem is I think you kind of need like one decent car and then you build off that, and I wouldn't mind it. Now, if I still lived in the Burlington area, well, there are no, but the problem is that it's a decent-sized town and stuff, but I'm not really sure that many people use it. So, yeah, you could have a cab, and then people call you, and then you just kind of like whatever you're doing. Do they? I don't know. I just know like a lot of people that have started their own business do it near the airport. They buy their airport tag, and even we have a tiny airport, but they all just wait in line. And I don't know. I guess you could actually. I'm thinking of a couple things I can do, because really you can't work for another human being and get by in 2020. You have to figure out something where, well, obviously everybody works for somebody, but you have to figure out a thing like you can't work at the grocery store because you don't make enough to get by. So I just. I don't know about all that. Really?
Oh, yeah.
Because I was a cab driver for Yellow Cab years ago, and I loved it.
Yeah, but no, I'm just saying all the new ones that come in from different countries.
And they try to scam people. That sucks.
Yeah, they try to win it.
Yeah, I know, but well, you can't say them all. Maybe there's some newer people. Well, and the thing is maybe they have to realize that they're in Little Vermont and they're not in New York City.
Begging you for it.
Really?
Saying about how many kids we got in the paper week, that's all you believe me. Oh, yeah.
Wow, that's pretty heavy.
Gave him $3 when he was just
Huh. Wow, that's rude. Yeah, you know what? Honestly, people that would do that to another human being, and like especially like an elderly woman, that's pretty crappy. But they'll have their karma. Something will happen. Everybody gets their just dues. All right, so I'm gonna look at. Huh? You have no cable? You mean you have no internet? No, I could add you to our wireless, but there's no point. You're leaving. You want to go home, so it'll be when you get home. It'll work.